Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here on Share Talk for Wednesday, the 1st of August, starting off with Anglo-African and just following up on the breakout of this falling wedge that we had at the beginning of the week. Obviously spiked up towards the main resistance at 0.8 and came back, but hopefully while we remain at least above the 50-day moving average and that resistance line, which was broken at 0.43 pence, we'll have another go at the 0.8 pence zone and beyond. Moving along to another stock which is looking rather encouraging at the moment. Comes in the form of Anglo African oil. Here we've got a broadening triangle from basically the end of last year, top of the triangle heading towards 20 pence, and we're feeling more confident now with the break and consolidation above the 200-day moving average at 11.96 pence, while we remain above that, looking for that rather big target, obviously 16 pence, the initial resistance from April. On to a stock which is a mover today, Filtronic. Sort of check up on that. Interesting that we had the gap higher at the beginning of June above the 50-day moving average, and rather a sharp pullback after that rally. Shares having another go at the moment. Obviously 12 pence is now the resistance area, 12 to 12.5 pence. Ideally what we'd see now is no break back below the 50-day moving average at 10.11 pence, ahead of a move towards 14 or 15 pence at the top of this rising trend channel over the following 2 to 3 months. Going on to another of today's movers, which is looking interesting, comes in the form of Ironveld, which looks as though it's got a classic falling wedge breakout today. I suppose 1.7 pence the breakout level there, so ideally we hold above that during the session and head towards the nominal target there around 2.2 pence between the 50-day and 200-day moving averages, and just below that gap down that we had in June. But shares here look, shares of Ironveld look as though they may finally be on their way. Stock which I think I covered once recently, but it's worth a follow-up here is Katoro Gold. We've got this triangle, symmetrical triangle formed after the exhaustion gap reversal at the end of May. So obviously we had the vertical move there and then effectively sideways consolidation. Hopefully soon we'll break 1.7 pence, which is the top of the triangle, and head back and retest the best levels of the year to date towards 3 pence. Stop loss obviously back below the 1.2 pence zone at this point. Nostra, Terra, a stock in play at the moment as well in terms of bulletin board interest. Shares moving up quite nicely now after the tussle either side of the 200-day moving average that we had earlier this month. Looking for a big target here, hopefully towards 7 pence, which would be the top of that rising trend channel from last September. That target valid while we hold above 4 pence, which was the initial July resistance area. Finishing off with Sirius Minerals, where it's always worth having a little check up on where the stock is going. At the moment we're in a rising trend channel from December last year. Top of the channel is heading as high as 45 pence, and that valid while we hold above post-May resistance at 35 pence. That's it for me. More updates at the same time tomorrow.